You are about to see a series of yoga asanas or postures that are beneficial to the Pitta dominant constitution, or when the Pitta dosha is out of balance. Pitta benefits from postures that put pressure on the navel and solar plexus, opening up energy in the liver and small intestine to release heat. For one leg forward fold, you can start in easy pose and then bring one leg out to the side while the heel of the other is tucked into the perineum. With two fingers, grab hold of the big toe. Turning the chest up to the sky as much as possible, reach the other arm over the head and again toward the feet. Some people can actually reach their feet with both hands. Then turn the pelvis to face the foot, straight on. And in this case, you can put your hands on the foot or on the calf. But the point is that the forehead should be able to touch the knee and the chest should be as close to the thigh as possible. So if the knee has to be raised for the forehead to touch it, that's fine. If you can get the leg all the way down to the floor and touch the forehead to the knee, this is the ideal. There'll be a stretch along the hamstrings and a connection between the third eye and the knee. Bringing that foot in and the other leg out. Again, getting a side bend in first with two fingers reaching for the big toe. In this case, you want it to feel like somebody's grabbing your wrist and pulling you out over your foot. And you can remain in that part of the posture as long as you want. And when ready, turn the upper body toward the foot, reaching again for the bottom of the foot or the calf, whatever's necessary for you to reach your forehead to your knee. This posture is very good for the compression and massage to the internal organs, and the forehead on the knee creates a connection and insight, bringing Pitta out of their ego. For the two-legged forward fold, the two legs can come out in front of your body with the upper body facing the feet. Get the extra tissue out away from your sits bones. And in this case, again, if you can't reach your feet, go ahead and bend the knees and bring the chest to the knees so the forehead can touch the knees. If you can touch your feet, bring them out in front of you. And if you can bring your chest to your thighs even while your hands are on the bottom of your feet, great. If not, grab the calves and drop the forehead to the knees. Again, forehead to the knees is critical here to create connection and introspection. And this posture further benefits the internal organs and helps to release heat. And the fish pose helps with conditions like malabsorption and colitis and liver disorders and migraines. So for fish pose, you start with the feet again out in front of the body with the palms on the floor and fit them underneath the buttocks at or below the sacrum, laying back on the elbows. And then straighten the legs out in front of you and drop the head back. Now for many of us, the head might not touch the floor, but that is the goal. So if you need to slide the hands down a bit further, that's fine. Roll them underneath your buttocks. And then when the top of the head touches the floor and makes that connection, there shouldn't be pressure, just a touch. And then you're able to relax the shoulders, keep the arms down, keep the toes facing to the ceiling. And the fish pose helps with conditions like malabsorption and colitis and liver disorders and migraines. Camel pose is great for reducing hypertension, and you can start by being up on the knees with the heels touching. Bring the thumbs to the lower back, hands on the hips, and push the pelvis slightly forward, tightening the glutes and the quadricep muscles. Drop the head back, open the chest, and here is really enough stretch for many people. But some can go ahead and reach back and grasp the heels with the hands, using the quadricep muscles to pull the pelvis back forward so that the thighs are perpendicular to the floor. Open the throat by dropping the head back as is comfortable. Get the shoulders away from the ears. And to come out, bring the hands back to the small of the back and use the abdominal muscles to bring yourself up and out of the posture, coming back to a kneeling pose to rest. Child's pose is a posture that many of us are familiar with. And you can either reach the arms out in front and bring the buttocks back to the heels, getting a stretch through the upper arms and the back and the shoulders. Or you can bring the arms down by the side and rest the forehead on the floor, relaxing the body into the posture. Child's pose is really good to cool and calm the body as well as being introspective. With pittas, we need poses that discourage looking around to compare ourselves to others.